Welcome back. Let's wrap up today's lesson. So what we've done is we looked at cost price, where we calculated the production cost and the total cost price. We looked at variable cost, and then we calculated the cost price per unit. After that, we went to selling price, where we determined a suitable selling price and we did some selling price calculations. Then our third point was the general formulas for cost price, selling price, profit and loss. That is where we calculated the cost price by saying the selling price minus my profit. We calculated the selling price by adding an amount and also a percentage. Then we calculated profit and loss and also the percentage profit. And then we ended up with the break-even point, where we determined the break-even point and also analyzed the break-even point for analysis. The new words we've done today is break-even point. It is a point where a business is not making a profit or a loss. So the income is equals to the expenses. Our example there is I need to sell four photo frames, sorry for that, to cover my cost. Cost price. This is the amount that it costs per unit, or either to manufacture or purchase an item. For example, the ingredients for making a fudge cost 140 Rand. Our selling price. This is the price at which an item is sold. For example, the fudge will be sold at 50 Rand per box. Common errors that we make. Inability to determine the cost or selling price formula. Hint, how can I fix it? When writing a formula, there must only be one variable in the formula. For example, our income is 25 times n, where n is the number of items. Always use n. Remember, the moment you use another variable, you need to write that sentence that says where a is wara wara and so on. And then the next error is the inability to identify the number of items to be sold to break even. The hint, look at a point on the graph where the two graphs meet, or when working with the table, look at the point where the income is exactly the same as the expenses. So in a graph, it would have been my income, my expenses, there's the break-even point, trace it down to your horizontal axis, trace it to your vertical axis, and that will then be your break-even point. And then I leave you with a challenge. Rosny sells bunny chows. Her fixed expenses amount to 7,420 Rand a month. She also has a variable expenses every month, which depends on how many bunny chows she makes. She sells a bunny chow for 65 Rand each. If she plans on selling 150 bunny chows in a month, how much profit will she make? So, what do we have here? Fixed expenses, 7,420. Her variable expenses depends on the number of bunny chows she's making, and her selling price is 65 Rand. So now we want the profit for 150 bunny chows. I hope you enjoyed this lesson. See you soon. Goodbye.